I see so many relationships in my community that could be beautiful, that could stand the test of time. But because of this hookup culture, I see a lot of people give up. I see another percentage of people that choose to stay together, but they cheat. Some even form agreements with their mate that allows them to sex other people or get lost for an indeterminate amount of time. This, for me and my spirit, is unacceptable. It's time that we start to dig down into the core of what brings dissatisfaction to our relationships. And that's just a small piece. And I won't go too deep into it here, but it's very important that we begin to look and delve deep into why are each one of us feeling dissatisfied within this connection. Sometimes we can seek out our elders. We can seek out young, wise people that understand the new fetishes, whether they be going out and having fun with our mate, or it may be another level of sexual pleasure. We need proper guidance on these subjects that will help us move into forming more beautiful relationships for our children and community. Welcome to the Foundation for Elevation Station. My name is Leon Meredith, and I want to talk about relationships in case you haven't got the point yet. I really believe in relationships. I have always believed in relationships since I've been a young man. 13, 14 years old. Today I am 48 years young. And I believe that a good portion of our relationships are based on dissatisfaction. I think we have sex too early in life to where we find out that, man, it is such a great level of pleasure that I have felt from that person. And because we have had levels of pleasure from so many different people, that the person we may choose may fall so far behind on this pleasure level that I always have to cheat on this person, because I have received a level 9 or a level 10 on the scale of 10, and this person can't even come close to it. This person is like a 3, but they're intelligent, they got money, what I'm gonna do? Well, I think this is one of the core reasons that break apart our relationships, and it forces us to cheat. And I think cheating has become too prominent. And I just wish we stopped sexing so many people in general in our communities, because I think it what would you call it? What's the right word for it? It desensitizes our pleasure sensors to where we need extra stuff to get us there. That ain't the right word. Maybe it'll come to me later. We overindulge, and we try to form these relationships that are temporary, and this breaks my heart. I love when people are together. That is I know we use it as a hustle. A lot of people, a lot of men, a lot of women use relations and datings and everything as a hustle, climbing the stairwell to prosperity. I couldn't disagree more with it becoming such a mainstay in our culture. I think that within relationships, a lot of women become emotionally starved, and it forces women to cheat. Now, in my opinion, I believe women cheat way more than men. Because cheating for women, in women's mind, for a man is if he's having sex. But for men, in men's mind, when my woman wants more attention, when she seeks attention, when she receives attention positively, this is cheating to men, most men, to real men who view relationships on a deeper level. If my wife is dressing a certain way, and now it's going to be a huge degree of men that disagree with me, but for a good percentage of men, this is cheating. For my lady to seek and receive the attention for her body, for her looks, for, and she actively showcases her beauty, this is a form of cheating to men. And we have made it fair seeming for my woman wants to look good. Like, when you get to the core of it, you want attention, my lady. Why not? Like, if a man walks around with his shirt off and his pecs up, and he always does this type of thing, it may not be similar, but sometimes it can be. He wants attention. Like, why are you fighting for the attention of women, man? You wearing all this stuff, you got on the nut hugger pants, and you got your print all out in their face. Could you stop doing that? See, it's kind of similar, but worse for women, because men, you are the precious. To men, you are precious, and you are mine to be enjoyed. It shouldn't be everyone else has full access to every part of your body, can actively see through your pants and see your lips down there within your, like, why would you go out wearing that? Like, I don't even know why people like do it. I mean, unless you just in the sex industry, confirmation, like, I don't know. Especially why would you let your children do it? I don't know. But the emotional cheating is very important to men. And I think women don't look upon it as such. It really is. To me, it is. You emotionally seeking conversations. You're seeking validation. You're seeking attention and empathy from men. And a lot of times from women also. You are drawing attention purposely to yourself. And that's cool if you live in your life in that type of manner. But for a man that wants to be faithful and avoid a lot of temptations for him and his woman and his household, this type of man would not want his ladies, his wife, conducting herself in such a manner. We have, different arguments and that may happen that may force a person to cheat in the relationship. And like I said, ladies, think of the ways you cheat the way I just depicted it. Even if you disagree, just put it on your soul. Like, this is a way I may be cheating. Think about it. And think of how you do it so often. Because it is cheating. And it's very hurtful to men of love. And when you get on angry mode, men get on angry mode too and go get drunk and go have sex and cheat physically the way that men do. But ladies get mad and go get the attention to have themselves feel better when they receive attention. They receive men trying to get with them. When they receive the cat calls. A lot of women say that they don't like it, but even like, it's still somebody showing attention to you, appreciation, and wanting to get with you. It does something for your spirit. It's a sense of fulfillment. It's cheating. At that point, we delve into when there's excitement in the relationship. I want to say this. I think that women oftentimes don't put enough effort into working with their man to induce, to create an environment of excitement. Women always want to say, oh, a man has to lead the way. Like, with all this strength and women empowerment, especially my sisters, my black sisters, you so strong. Empower some fun into this. Don't give up on your man because he may be that rock. He may be that supporting man that may not be as fun as you used to. Of, you know, every Pookie and Ray Ray used to just take you out, and you know, he all excitement and he give you something to drink and y'all ratting. Like, describe to your man like some stories about how these men gave you so much excitement. Maybe he can reenact some of that. See, it's too many secrets being held. You know, people hold it. Like, open up your open up your damn closet, ladies. Quit being so secretive, holding all that stuff. You tell your girlfriend. Tell that dude how the dude was so excited and he pulled up in his car and pulled over to the side and really just rammed you from the back, pulled your skirt up and just aggressively was like entering you. How he kind of raped and put his mouth all on you, and then he just had you dripping and really just entered you with forcefully. Talk to your man about this. Why would you keep a secret? Why wouldn't you want the man you love to, you know, increase the way he could deliver to you? Tell that man like the word combinations that other men use on you to like turn you up, to really get you on it. I ain't just talking about sex, to really pull on your heartstrings. Tell the man what he said. Like, man, the guy says like this and that. Just be straight up. See, this is the big part of the problem. I see, because I have been at a couple times in my life, I was single, and I was, you know, I got with a lot of ladies that had men that was kind of risky, that, you know, they lived a sex industry type of lifestyle. Even one of them, people used to call this person sex shop. It's a sex shop. And I would always ask ladies questions. And I know you looking, I always ask everything. So much. I'm inquisitive times 5, 10, maybe 100. And I want to know what turns ladies on. Like, the pleasure, how deep it is, where do you feel this, and how deep is it, and how do I increase this? Is this method, like, I want to know. And I think that, you know, more men, we have to actively ask these questions to get to the core of our ladies. I swear it works for me forever. It just do. You got to find out who your woman is, her soul. Stop accepting the booty hole. Just think, I ain't mean like that, but don't only accept the booty hole. Like, require her soul. When you meet a woman, like, require her soul. Don't worry about being suave or I gotta keep it, man. Get to know these women, man. Because they ain't telling you the whole story. They don't know how to keep it all the way 100. They afraid. So share yourself and get down to the depth of that core of their soul. This is my little advice for you brothers, man. And this is a reason a lot of women cheat nowadays. They are sexually deprived, and it goes for women too. Like, men are, just cause a man ejaculates, lady. I know you never heard this. But if you stay, I thank you for staying around, because this is the foundation for Elevation Station. And I want to say this to all my queens, and hear me well. Just because a man ejaculates does not mean he's satisfied. I don't care how he lean back like, oh, that don't mean that. It's a certain way that it happens that makes it greater. I don't want to get too graphic, but it's a certain prolonging, it's a certain technique, it's just certain things that intensify that big O for a man. You got to practice. You got to talk to me. Hit me in a DM. I'll be, maybe we could talk and I'll be more graphic. I might not text it, but I don't know. I'm here to help. I'm not trying to be, overly sexualized, but it's a great big component to our relationships nowadays. And I think our people are not skilled enough. Here, it was a confirmation. You heard, our people are not skilled enough. And I know we're taking the focus away from sexual stuff, but when we do what we do, it's important to be more skillful, more passionate, more intense when we do what we do. Because there's no reason to be doing what we're doing if we're not ringing all bells. Like I just, that's something that I really take to heart when I do what it do. Like, I'm just being honest. This is me. This is something that I believe in. I was really good when I was young, and it's unimaginable the stuff that I do even now. Like, I have abused it, and it's one of the worst things I have done in my younger days, in my 20s. I have sent, ladies to the crazy house. They had the jacket on and they was going crazy because I just was going in. Like, I just used to see how many times, this is confession, I used to see how many times I can just get her to be laying over there and still shaking after I come back from somewhere, and she's just still shaking like she's from Antarctica, soaking wet, just for real. And it was a problem of mine, just pleasing. Anywho, we gotta please our mates. We really do. Don't leave our mates lonely. And this is something that's really on ladies. You leave men lonely. Men are lonely a lot, and you try to say you're so busy that you do this in life and that in life, but we need love. Like, we need some type of constant interaction, calls, phone call, messages, texts. And you may think, oh, this person is needy, but this is how you keep men strong. This is how you keep men focused on the love that you are producing for him. Like, you why would you want to just leave him out there alone when he digging and clawing for you? Even if you just began dating, you want to let him know you with him, and I'm gonna be able to support you. And this is just a small sample. I'm here. This is how I can support you, my man, my lady. I'm gonna support you all day, not all day, but periodically throughout the day. You could look forward to getting a blast of love from me. I think that we need to make this a code, a way in which we practice our relationships so we can build greater relationships, a greater kingdom. I think I done went in deep enough on this one. I want to say I love you, and I made this out of love. It went way farther than I wanted it to go. And I hope I made you smile just a couple times at least. Let's love without interference. Peace.